Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Minshew. It's complete to Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Back to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 44 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
That's it. That's it. All right, baby, yeah.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
60 or 55. Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Outside coming.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Read. Check back. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check pilot 64. Weak. Hey, exit. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. So don't say nothing.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Good work, D.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
10 logo. Alert.
third down. It's Logan, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll try the left side. Logan. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 2nd down, McAllister, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
From the gun, McAllister. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm going to hit you all day.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Push him back. Go.
They'll run with Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, McAllister firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Ready.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Check.
Throwing on first down. McAllister. This is caught. And he's brought down.
We got this.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Tight dog. Get it.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. T.J. Logan with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got it to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
Yo, faster!
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Matchbox lights. Look, squeeze. Yes. Right, check, 59. You scared? Ready?
The final shot before break. McAllister eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. you've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. McAllister. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's a first down throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
60 Pittsburgh. You go tight.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me.
From the 24, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Minshew, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It'll be Minshew again. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
36. Hey, Delta. Quick. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. 5.
Looking to throw. McAllister, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Go. Hey. You got no
on 2nd down now, it's Logan. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Switch up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Under 10.
Throwing again. McAllister. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain there.
Great, but even more importantly, take care of the football. The clock moving.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
There we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one gets...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 20.
Set,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll